Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Something a little bit different today. We're going to explore ways to protect your sealed investment. Now, it's been something in the pipeline for me for a while. Someone actually on eBay reached out to me and they sort of said, look, I've noticed in your videos that a lot of your booster boxes don't have sealed like acrylic protective cases. So anyway, cue spinning the camera around. This is what we're going to unbox. Now, inside here is a bunch of acrylic booster box protectors. The frustrating thing is this eBayer won't let me give them a shout out. So if you're watching this, I'd like to say a massive thank you because these were set up as a buy it now price of $1 on eBay, and he sent me out a heap of protective acrylic cases. Mate, if you change your mind, let me know. I'd plug your channel for you. It means a lot. So thank you very, very much. It means a lot. And you know, I'll tell you the reason why. The reason why I didn't want to jump into these booster boxes and buy acrylic cases for them, so to speak, is just look at the economics behind it, for argument's sake. Like, sorry, you're just looking at Charizard at the moment, but there he is, the goat, the fire lizard. Anyway, the reason I haven't bought acrylic cases for them yet is because it doesn't make a heap of sense from a percentage investment wise. Like if you're buying a booster box like Silver Tempest for argument's sake and you're paying 110 US or 180 Australian and you buy an acrylic case that costs you $30 or $40, like, you know, it's making up nearly, that's Australian dollars I'm talking, it's making up nearly a quarter of the price of the investment. So it doesn't make a heap of sense. If you've got a more expensive booster box, then of course you do it. So what we're going to do today, we're going to change up the display a little bit. So like I said, a little bit of a different video. So we're going to start getting stuck into this and seeing what we've got inside. Righto, let's get stuck into it. Now, like I was saying, this eBayer didn't really want to shout out at all. So if it happens to have any marketing materials inside there from him, I'm going to have to shut the video off for a second so you don't see. But yeah, like I said, I've been meaning to get these acrylic cases for a long time, but the percentage of investment, like I was saying, it just doesn't really make a heap of sense. Wow. Here we go. Ultra Pro. Acrylic display for Pokemon size booster boxes. That's awesome because here in Australia, these retail for $40 each on his eBay store, and you know there's a fair few chilling inside here. I think we got 3 layers of 6, which of course when I went to school is going to be 18 boxes, so I won't bore you with the rest of the unwrapping of this. We might start getting a few out and fast forward the video and get some booster boxes inside these cases. Right, so fast forwarding a bit, I've popped one open. Inside we've obviously got a nice, let's slide him out. He's certainly well protected. Nice Ultra Pro acrylic case. I suppose question while I'm doing this, what do you use to protect your booster boxes? One thing I really love about these, I've seen a heap online, of course, is that magnetic, that really nice magnetic, I'll bring it a little bit closer, that really nice magnetic clip top to it. Just makes for a really nice, neat finish to the top of it. So, like I was saying, let's jump forward and get a booster box inside here. And why not do the honours with Evolving Skies? Look how, I didn't realise these would fit so snug. If you look at it from the top, you really don't have much space for that box to wriggle around at all, which is good. That's the last thing, you know. You don't want it sliding around and damaging the corners or edges or sides of the boxes. So that's really neat. And then the other thing I like is this this magnetic top. It's maybe a little bit hard to see, but it's sort of bezeled along the side, so it just clips in as you sit it on the top of the booster box. Like it just clips in absolutely perfectly. And the other thing that comes with these boxes is a nice little Ultra Pro cleaning cloth there, which is a nice little feature. So there we go, the first one that's in there, which is of course the Evo Skies, Evolving Skies. Umbreon chilling on the side again. Magic of YouTube. I might fast forward a bit and get a few more in here for you. And thanks to the magic of film, we now have 3 booster boxes: Evo Skies, Fusion Strike, and of course Brilliant Stars chilling inside these awesome Ultra Pro cases. Forgot how nice the Brilliant Stars box looks. Now you got Charizard on the side, Arceus on the front. It's actually just a really, really nice looking booster box. The set baffles me and sort of confuses me on how it's going to perform long term, or especially short term as well, but damn, it's a nice looking box, as is Fusion Strike. Like, so you just forget how nice the booster boxes are throughout the Sword and Shield era. Like I was saying before, huge thank you to the guy who sent me out these. These are beyond expectations. I think they go for something like, you know, $40 each on his eBay store. So to get 18 of them, couldn't be more thankful. If you're anything like me and super nerdy, one of the things I love to do is rearrange the collection. I used to do it when I was a kid with my cards, you know, rearrange them in the folders. And here we are. I'm going to, through the master of film, I'm going to sort of click the fingers and see what we come up with next. And there we go. The power of television, hey? So, like I was saying, one of my favourite things to do is rearrange the collection. I remember when I was little, geez, I used to collect heaps of things. Thumbs up if you remember these, but I used to watch the show Beast Wars, which was like a spin-off of Transformers. Had like a big Transformers fan when I was little. I used to collect the figurines and I used to lay them out, collect them all the time. Another one was, of course, the Pokemon cards, which I used to, you know, swap and change about in the binder. Sometimes I'd have them in sets, and then sometimes I decided to, you know, have all the holos at the front of the binder, and that's what I ended up deciding on, was having all the holos at the front of the binder. But yeah, always wanting to change up the collection and rearrange it and see if I can make the display looking better. And that's the plan here eventually, just to have one hell of a killer display, elite trainer boxes, booster boxes, and again, thanks heaps to the person that sent these. It's just made the display look so far a whole lot better. So I might give you a bit of a rundown now that everything's in here. These are sort of in no particular order, but Sword and Shield base booster box. Charizard, you'll have to get your arms and feet out of the way a little bit there, mate. But Sword and Shield base. The one I'm missing, which I'm actually, from the whole Sword and Shield here, it's the only booster box I'm missing, which is the Rebel Clash box. And I'm a bit frustrated about that, because for ages and ages and ages, it was sitting at about 220 Australian a box, which works out to be sort of roughly in US dollars, what, 130, 135 US dollars. And, you know, I thought, well, you know, Darkness Ablaze and Vivid Voltage are better investments, so I'm going to park a lot more money there. How I was wrong, and sometimes we certainly do get it wrong. We don't always get it right. You know, Rebel Clash has moved pretty far north because it hasn't had any level of printing like Darkness Ablaze and Vivid Voltage saw. But, you know, it's one of those tricky ones, because now it's probably sitting somewhere around 450, 500 Australian dollars a booster box. And it's at that point where, you know, I think it's done a fair bit of appreciation over the last 18 months. And, you know, it's probably not going to move in a similar vein as what it has been. So I think it's going to hover around that point or trickle up very slowly. So I don't know. I will bite the bullet eventually and buy a Rebel Clash booster box, because I do want that whole Sword and Shield era completed. But for the moment, it's the only one I'm missing. So moving along, of course, Darkness Ablaze, Vivid Voltage, Battle Styles, and like I said, in no particular order here, Mr. P, as Rudy from Alpha Investment calls it, Paldea Evolved. And then we've got some really nice looking booster boxes from Sun and Moon era. I really love the Unbroken Bonds booster box. And one of the stars of the Sun and Moon era, sitting behind Team Up, probably as the #1 set from the era, is of course the Cosmic Eclipse booster box. And what a phenomenal looking box and phenomenal looking set that is. Burning Shadows. Of course, there's a Charizard Rainbow GX sitting inside here. If I keep it sealed, it's in there. If I open it, I definitely won't get it. So I'm definitely keeping this Sun and Moon Burning Shadows box sealed. the one trick pony, really, that one. I know there is a Waifu card inside here, which has started to see some movement like a lot of them have, but it really is sort of a one trick pony, that set, isn't it? But hey, that Charizard GX, particularly in a BGS Black Label, goes for some huge dollars because of some somewhat shonky printing back in Sun and Moon era. It's hard to find that Charizard in really good nick. Brilliant Stars. Brilliant Stars, Brilliant Stars. One that I'm not 100% sure where this one's going in the short and long term. Beautiful set. Probably not all it cracked up to be. Also a really, really nice looking box. Fusion Strike, the most colourful set, or most colourful box, I should say, from Sword and Shield era. We've already had a look at this one, but Evolving Skies, absolute banger of a set. Chilling Reign. Charizard, you love just sneaking your head in there, don't you, mate? But Chilling Reign, absolutely gorgeous set in my opinion, and I see some more movement north over the coming 12 months for this set. Astral Radiance, Lost Origin on the back of a little bit of a reprint there. Silver Tempest also on the back of a little bit of a reprint there. And the third one on the back of a little bit of a reprint there is the Scarlet and Violet base. I like this booster box. A bit hard to see, but you do have, and I'm going to be able to see it, you do have the 3 starters chilling on the side of it, the new starters for the Paldea region. So, and finally, Unified Minds. And subtle brag here, but I did do a video on Unified Minds about 2.5 months ago about seeing it move north, and it has moved even further north over the last 2.5 months. It's now pushing that $1,000 Australian a booster box. And geez, you can see some DBZ chilling over the back there. Man, I used to open some DBZ score. Now they are squeezed in there tight. There is hundreds of booster boxes of limited edition Cell Saga chilling inside there. So thumbs up if you got into DBZ score. Well, there you go. The collections, I can't get over how much more, I suppose, classy, for lack of a better word, and premium these cases make your collection seem. Now, definitely, like if you've got boxes from the Sun and Moon era, you know, Unbroken Bonds, Team Up, Cosmic Eclipse, Unified Minds, even boxes like Evolving Skies, I think it's really worth now getting these cases to protect it. This isn't a plug at all. I'm not plugging Ultra Pro cases. I'm surprised at how much nicer it's made my collection look. Like I was saying at the start of the video, though, it's like, you know, would you buy these for every single booster box for a new set? It's eating into a huge amount of the profit that you're ever going to make off these booster boxes in the short term. Like, you know, an Astral Radiance booster box, which you can still pick up for sort of, you know, 200 Australian dollars, and these Ultra Pro cases sitting at $40, like you're eating into 20% of the purchase price of the booster box. So is it worth it early on? Maybe not. But in the long term, you know, it can make a difference. You know, Cosmic Eclipse, if that were to get a knock or a dent or squashed in, it makes a big difference to it down the track, particularly the rarer and rarer it gets. So there you go. If you've got any comments, please leave them down below. How do you guys protect your investments? I'd love to see it. Look forward to continuing on with the collection goals and making a bit more of an even nicer setup. I wouldn't want to stack these any more than 3 high. I was sort of planning on running along this bit of an ETB tower that we've got going on, but don't think it'll really work like that. It's probably not as stable as you want it to be. Anyway, I'm Michael. This is PokeOz. Look forward to catching you guys next time.